Hey, you guys doing? This is very important too. This government satellite man claimed he supposedly had a warrant to use microwaves to burn people's mouths, claiming he was reading their lips. And this satellite controller tried to claim that he thought he had a warrant to pick people's brains and to be burning them when there are other races and other religions than their Christian German mixes of people. No, you don't have a warrant to be burning unique people's teeth or rare genetic people's teeth. And you don't have a warrant to read lips. You can get executed for your crimes of trying to read lips. Do you understand that, you fucking piece of shit? You think you have a warrant to steal people's identities? Do you think you have a warrant to steal teeth? Not from me, you don't. And you can't ever get one either. My family history is richer than your family history in America, government man. We need you to provide your financial portfolio in the courtroom. And they can start deducting from your value of your crime, for your crimes of what you have done to me. Some of you might not be worth much at all anymore. If you're one of the people that's physically assaulted me or sexually assaulted me or stole from me. Do you understand that, government man? You don't have any legal right to be hitting me in the teeth. You're not my dentist. You're not my parents. I'm not your property. I am not in no relationship with nobody that would ever damage my body or teeth or face. They just hit me in the throat. That's another lawsuit. And you're choking me, too. Your chokehold's going to be the death of you, motherfucker. Try to put somebody on your leash? Think you got somebody on a string? What race are you? You might be able to put your own race on a fucking string, but I'm not your goddamn race, and I'm a real royal. And I'm a real hermaphrodite. What the fuck are you? Mr. Government Man. How much did you pay to get into government? My parents was richer than the government. Doesn't it say that? My parents was richer than your administration. My parents made more money yearly than what you paid to get into government. And a reference to interest accounts, too. So how much did you pay to get into government to try to steal from me? You thought you had a right trying to tear up somebody's looks, to try to make them look dirty and trashy? We need to see what you look like in the courtroom. Maybe somebody needs to make you look dirty and trashy, government motherfucker. Did you put those satellites together with tools from any companies in America? You using any American computer systems or any software from America, government man? Are you using any government American locations in this country as your way of plotting your fleecing of America or your stealing or your abuses or your dirty games? Let's see your warrant. I'm going to warn you again about warrants, man. You better have had a warrant every single fucking day you ever touched me with the satellite. And we need to know the court judge's name and everybody else's name that allowed you to make a fake warrant or an illegal warrant. Because that court judge can get the death penalty for trying to murder me. My parents had to arrest court judges before. My parents had to put court judges in prison before. So in reference to your activities, and that means, my parents had to put FBI and CIA people in prison too. And cops. My parents had to prosecute cops before too. So, what category or what title do you hold, Mr. Dirty Government Man? Where's your warrant? You're still hitting me across the mouth. You're violating the English-speaking language of this country. You're violating the Constitution and the Declaration of Independence. So who do you think you are? Oh, and another thing, in reference to human trafficking, the human trafficking cops need to go to all the hospitals in Indianapolis, Indiana, and some other cities and states in America, and check to see which people had children born in the past 22 plus years or whatever, and see if any of them had artificially inseminated any females that stole my sperm, or any government people that stole my sperm or stole hermaphrodite eggs or whatever. Yeah, you got to go around. You got to go around and ask the questions at the hospitals to see which people stole sperm, which people artificially inseminated people. Got to go through the refusals probably at first. Oh, they don't know nothing. Oh, they didn't know. Some people might not know nothing, but then you got to get in a little further in their game. See, it's pretty serious, people slandering my character, but then trying to steal my genetics, because I'm a documented genius and documented athlete and documented accomplished acknowledgments, plus the fact that I came from a very wealthy family. All those things make poachers and thieves get all excited in their dirty rape games and physical assault games, and those people need to get prosecuted. Never signed, never gave, never sold, never. And just because you kidnapped the rich person from their rich property doesn't change who they are, dirty government man. And it doesn't lower the priority of a rescue mission either. Matter of fact, it makes it more serious, doesn't it? In reference to abuses. So in reference to your government men thinking you would use invisible technology, you're going to have to be investigated to see how many years you've been using these things. Obviously, you've been terrorizing me a very long time. And your people have been stealing from me, and you tried to hijack companies, and you tried to play your government Trojan horse game of stealing from me, and then you thought you'd get into records departments with your Trojan horse games, and you thought you would switch documents and identities and fingerprints and DNA types. You're violating classified documents, and you're violating top secret protected documents in reference to your activities of trying to steal my identity, dirty government man. And you need to get prosecuted.